Hey there, happy Sunday. I thought I would go ahead and do a recap of the week since it was such a good week. And maybe this is something I'll do every week going forward. Do it on Saturday or Sunday so we can take a look at the week's performance overall and get a feeling of that trend. So let's take a look here. It was a pretty good week in terms of the win-loss ratio. I actually took 14 total trades and won 14 trades and lost zero for a total P&L of 5902. There were 5 days of trading. The average number of trades per day was 2.8, and there were 2 days with just scratch trades, and there were 2 days with earning over 2,000, and one day earning a little over 1,200 there. So overall, almost $6,000 on the week, and only 14 trades for the whole week, average of 2.8 per day. I like that. I like keeping it to 2 trades, maybe 3 trades a day. Um, I think that's really the way to go because the way I do things, there's not that many setups that really actually occur in the first hour and a half of the market. And by the way, all of these trades were in the first hour and a half of the market. I don't think I did anything past 11 a.m. New York time. So that's kind of what I've noticed is that you want to trade when there's high volume and high volatility, and you just want to take the best of the best setups, and it's usually only going to be about 2 or 3 opportunities. So, um, yeah, and that's basically some pretty good trading, I think. Of course, this is a demo account. Psychologically speaking, it's going to be tougher in a challenge or an actual account. But the whole reason I went back to demo this month was to slow it down. I have been trying to use I've been trying to go ahead and do my pre-market prep and my overall kind of zooming out kind of big picture perspective using 30-minute charts. And this is something kind of new. I'm really trying to look at the 30-minute charts quite a bit to get a better feeling of where the strong areas of the pivots are in the market, where the swing highs, swing lows, and what happens at those levels. So those are the key areas of support and resistance, and they're a lot easier to see on a 30-minute chart. So, but I've been watching 4 markets for potential trade setups, and once I get a feel for where the pivots are, I switch to 5-minute charts and using 4 markets, pretty much the US 30, US 100, US 500, and the gold. So these are the areas that I'm basically looking at, or these are the markets that I'm basically looking at. I'm looking basically at this point for 2 or 3 types of trades. The main types of trades that I'm actually looking for are double or triple tops or double or triple bottoms using a 5-minute wickless candle to identify patterns easier. And the best trades I find, they're setting up at the top of the hour or at the half-hour mark. So that's one type of trade. That's basically trend continuation. The other, which is a reversal, trend reversal, would be the divergence trades using RSI. So that's a situation where obviously you're looking for an overbought or an oversold condition for top number one or bottom number one, and then you're looking for a not oversold condition with a lower low and a higher high, a higher low in RSI for a long, and a higher high and a lower high in RSI for a short. So, and then the third types of trades are the apex trades that I made a video about, where you've got diagonal support intersecting with horizontal support and time. So 30 minutes or top of the hour, and looking for a little buy pattern, a little double bottom type buy pattern if it's a long, double top buy sell pattern if it's a short. So what I found though is probably the best performing trade, most consistently performing, and most potential performance trades of the week for a scalper, okay, not a swing trader, but for a scalper, are the double tops and triple tops for going short against the 20 EMA. So an example of one of those would be the US 500 on Friday, where we had a very, very, very clear push down right here at, around 9:30, and we had one little mini top here against the 8, but it didn't turn into a double top. We did have a top against the 20, pushed down strongly, slowly pulled back up, another top against that 20, same 20, and these are 5-minute wickless candles. So pretty easy to see that. The other way you can look at it is put it on a line chart, and I'll take my drawing off, and I mean it's pretty obvious. You know, you can see these these tops here, you know, against the 20. Pretty easy to see. So you can either use a wickless candle or line charts or whatever you want to use that to find those, and then go ahead and you know, put in your entry point at the bottom of that candle, and just so happens it's set up at the top of the hour, 11 a.m., which is very typical of some of the best performing trades. And then if you add a 1-minute chart to this, and if you add the wicks back, you can see the potential here on that particular one. Turned out pretty good. It went down to a 2.63 R to R, risk to reward. So that was not one I took, but it was definitely something that that was definite a good trade. Here's an RSI trade. Here's an RSI one right here. You had the oversold condition, which the RSI under 30. You had another bottom here, which almost was basically a wick to body on the US 500. I took one of these on the US 100, and then you had a nice push back up after that. So with higher RSI, not lower price, but you did have the wick of this candle hitting the lows of these bodies right down here on this swing low, and I've noticed a lot that is bullish. So that's a nice little setup. But I still think that these types of setups right here are the best, because what I did do is I went ahead and just did a little chart here and just looked at some of these setups, the double tops, triple top setups, and you know, recorded some data and looked at the R to R potential, and I do feel like, you know, these have some of the best R to R potential for a scalper, not for a swing trader, but for a scalper. Okay, so the last thing I want to show you, actually I think I showed you everything I wanted to show you. So that's that's my weekly recap. The best trade of the day on Monday, these are all scratch trades. Best trade on Tuesday was a divergent short. Best trade on Wednesday was an apex trade. And we had scratch trades this day, and then we had a divergence long on Friday for the best trade of the day. So I'm going to keep on trying to do this various types of analysis to really hone in on what works, what's the best trades to take, best times of day to take them, the best risk to reward to shoot for, the best patterns to keep an eye out for, and the best ways to identify. And just keep going forward here. I'm planning on doing this demo account until the end of the month, and then in December I'm going to switch back to a challenge account and try to, you know, hit that target again I've been working on so hard for so long. Okay, that's it for now.